So, as I'm sure most of you are aware, next month, Ghostbusters Afterlife finally releases in the theaters, and I'm pretty excited about this movie. I know a lot of people compare it to Stranger Things. I've never seen Stranger Things, so if it took influence from that or even copies some stuff, I don't know. I never watched it. I don't have any plans to watch it. But this movie, I am pretty excited about. If it's a fun movie that pays respect to the original and doesn't lecture me or have really gross fart jokes like the reboot had, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. I know some content creators are worried about it. I'm not too worried about it. I like everything that the director has had to say so far about the movie. Very, very he's been very, very excited, and he said very good things about what's coming to the movie, except for this. I'm gonna go over what happened. So there's been a lot of Ghostbusters 2016 news over the past year as we've gotten closer to this movie. And that's because, well, one, the actresses that were in that movie won't shut up about it. They're constantly talking about it because this should have been a franchise for them. They should have gotten like a whole Marvel universe from this. And I think that originally was the plan, to do spin-offs and make this a huge franchise again. And they would have been loved because Ghostbusters is a loved franchise. That didn't happen because the movie was a pile of shit. But it's an all-female Ghostbusters. So naturally, this is something Twitter loves, media loves, even though they know it's a piece of shit. But they want to push this narrative. It's great because it had women in it. Doesn't matter if it had queef jokes, which is not a Ghostbusters movie. Ghostbusters was a serious movie with some jokes, by the way. I don't know why Afterlife gets so much hate because it doesn't look like it's going to be a straight comedy. Ghostbusters wasn't a straight comedy either. Just worked. Ghostbusters is a perfect movie. Nothing's going to ever top Ghostbusters. You just got to understand that. Ghostbusters 2's biggest crime is that it's not as good as Ghostbusters 1. Let's be honest. Ghostbusters 2 isn't a terrible movie. It's just not as good as the first one. Afterlife is not going to be as good as Ghostbusters. It will be nowhere near as good as Ghostbusters. That's just a fact. You can never recreate that. But as long as it's good, respects the past, does a proper passing of the torch, and it doesn't lecture me, I consider that a win. I just want a fun movie that respects what came before it. But why am I making this video? Well, the director of Ghostbusters Afterlife came out and said that the sequel will expand on 2016 reboot story theme. Now, let me read you what he said. Here's the exact quote. I think that the remake proved, at least to me, the idea that the Ghostbusters could be anyone, and I expanded on this with Afterlife while always focusing on the family aspect and the history that was created by the original films. Every Ghostbusters film has up until now been about the opening of a company, friendship through the window of a business. The co-writer, Gil, and I wanted to make a movie about family. Okay. Here's what I think. Here's what I think is happening here. Okay. I think he's throwing lip service. He's throwing a bone to the weirdos that ride or die with that pile of shit movie. Okay. All he said here was the Ghostbusters could be anything. Well, they already could have been anyone. Okay. The original had Winston and a bunch of like bumbling guys. You know, all three of them are weirdos in their own right, except Vakeman, who could still pull some ass. So, I mean, anybody could be a Ghostbuster from that. Now, I think, and this is what I was saying when I saw Quartering's video on this. I think the guy's just playing lip service. It's not really that concerning to me. I think he's just throwing them a bone, which is a mistake. You should just ignore them. But, this guy, I think he's relatively new and he doesn't really understand these things. And now when people go see this movie and they see that it's, not influenced by 2016's pile of shit story, they're going to come at him a little bit. So this was a mistake to do. But I think he's just playing lip service. Does that sound like that movie influences Afterlife to you from that? It doesn't to me. It sounds like he's just throwing them a bone to make them shut up. That's what I got out of it. Because nothing from this movie has made me think that it follows in the footsteps of 2016's movie. In this, he just wants to have like a family movie or whatever. And that is different from the originals because he is right. All the other ones were about a business. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to hate this movie. I want to wait till it comes out unless some big spoiler drops and ruins it. But from everything I've seen, like this movie, it has me pretty excited. I think the guy's just trying to please these people that won't shut the hell up about it and throw him a bone. That's what I honestly believe. We'll see. We'll see. The movie could be a disaster. And if it is, we'll have some fun roasting it. But I don't want to roast it. I want it to be good. I really do. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.